This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi there, I'm Nohelani Graff with your top stories on this Sunday from ABC 15 Arizona. Here are some of the local headlines we're tracking. First up, a deadly accident in Tempe. The light rail colliding with a car near Center Parkway and Washington. Officials telling us the car collided with the front end of the train and the driver of that car did pass away. The driver of the light rail does have minor injuries as well. Nobody was on the train at the time and it's unknown if impairment was a factor here. Also developing on this Sunday morning, an investigation underway in Chandler after a shooting involving Chandler police. This happening near Gazelle Meadows Park off Erie Street overnight. Officials tell us officers tried to pull over someone who was riding a bicycle. That person decided to take off, rode into an alley and then into the park, where officers say they told the suspect to stop, but that person ignored the commands and took off running and then allegedly pulled out a gun. So that's when officers shot that person twice. The suspect now in critical condition. Also in Phoenix overnight, police investigating two shootings that took place. The first near 59th Avenue in McDowell. Investigators say a man in critical condition after being shot there. And then officers were called over to another shooting, this one less than a mile away from that location. Police say one person was killed, and they're trying to figure out now if the two are possibly related and what even led up to those shootings. Now I want to take a look at the latest on the coronavirus numbers. State health officials reporting more than 8,800 new cases over the 24 hours from Friday to Saturday. That brings the total number since the pandemic began to more than 500,000 Arizonans testing positive. And sadly, we have to share another 46 people have died as a result. In all, 9,061 Arizonans have lost their lives to this virus. Now, here in Arizona, we've received nearly 315,000 doses of the coronavirus vaccine, but only about 20% have actually been administered. The governor issuing an executive order to speed up the process. So Pinal County, for one, has health officials who are a step ahead. They're now on to the next phase, trying to vaccinate essential workers and those who are 75 years and older. They're working with CVS and Walgreens and some other large companies to organize and distribute the vaccine. Instructions on who's eligible to get the vaccine next and how to get it all going will start coming out in the coming days in that county. Now to the Navajo Nation, where people are currently under a lockdown to prevent the spread of coronavirus. They've been doing this all year long. And now the Navajo Nation is reporting 3 more deaths. The nation has seen a total of 816 deaths since the start of the pandemic. And officials there reporting another 152 cases of the virus, with more than 23,000 total cases just on those tribal lands. But happening today, musicians are putting on a virtual concert trying to raise money for families hit hard by the pandemic in the Navajo and Hopi communities. The concert features an impressive lineup too, including a 2-time Grammy winner. You're also going to hear Native American flute players and an artist from Ireland. And money raised through the event is going to help some of the most vulnerable on those reservations.
Tribal lands have different challenges than we do, whether it's water availability, food availability, medical services availability, medical supplies, PPE. It's all just completely more difficult.
So each song on the record.
So the concert will be streaming live starting at 3:45 this afternoon, and we have the links posted for you as well as some donation information with this story on ABC15.com. Check at that most accurate forecast for your Sunday. Starting the morning off chilly in the 30s and 40s and staying in the 40s through that 10 o'clock hour. By 11, we work our way into the 50s, but even at lunchtime, still just in the upper 50s. It'll take us until about 1 o'clock to work our way into the 60s. And then we reach our peak heat today by the middle of the afternoon, around 3 o'clock. And that high temperature is looking to be 65 today in places like Scottsdale, Mesa, Gilbert, as well as Laveen and Goodyear. Northern portion of the valley staying in the low 60s today. More mid to upper 60s to our south and to our west. Across central Arizona, highs in the mid 50s, and north of the rim, mostly 40s in places like Flagstaff, the Grand Canyon, and Page. Then tomorrow we start to warm up here in the valley into the 70s and staying there for the first full work week of January 2021. Also, no rain in sight, staying mostly sunny all week long. For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, you can always head to ABC15.com or get alerts from our ABC15 app for your cell phone. Make it a great day.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.